Hey there, welcome to our deep dive into the world of Albert Einstein. Today, we're going beyond the famous E equals mc squared
Mhm.
and digging into some fascinating biographical entries, scientific articles, and even some nuggets from the Nobel Prize website. Get ready to uncover some surprising facts about this iconic figure, because we're about to discover that Einstein was so much more than just a brilliant physicist.
You're absolutely right. We often place Einstein on this untouchable pedestal, but forget that he was a real person with a rich and complex life story.
Okay, let's rewind all the way back to Einstein's childhood. Have you heard the story about the compass? Apparently, when young Albert was sick in bed, his dad brought him a compass to entertain him. And that simple magnetic needle pointing north
Hmm.
sparked a lifelong obsession with unseen forces and a burning desire to understand the hidden mechanisms of the universe.
It's such a classic anecdote, isn't it? But it perfectly illustrates that innate curiosity that fuels scientific discovery, as Einstein himself said. He wanted to unravel something deeply hidden. It's that drive, that relentless questioning of why, that lies at the heart of his genius.
Speaking of genius, here's something you might not expect. Einstein, the revolutionary physicist, was actually a bit of a rebellious student. He clashed with the rigid teaching methods of traditional education, found rote learning tedious, and even left high school before graduating.
It's true. And I think it challenges our preconceived notions of what a good student looks like. Einstein's discomfort with rigid structures suggests that true brilliance often flourishes outside the confines of conventional learning. He was a free thinker, challenging norms and forging his own path.
It's a good reminder that sometimes a little rebellion can be a good thing,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to intellectual curiosity. But there's another side to Einstein that I find incredibly endearing, his deep passion for music. He was particularly fond of Mozart, and even became a self-taught violinist playing throughout his life.
Yes, his love for music was profound, and it makes you wonder, did those elegant Mozart sonatas with their intricate harmonies and patterns influence his scientific thinking? Einstein believed that love is a better teacher than a sense of duty. And perhaps that love for music nurtured his ability to see patterns and beauty in the seemingly chaotic workings of the universe.
Maybe those violin sessions helped him unlock some of the secrets of the cosmos. Okay, get ready for this one. While developing his groundbreaking theories, Einstein was working a 9 to 5 as a patent clerk. Can you imagine? Revolutionizing our understanding of physics while evaluating patent applications.
It's a testament to his unwavering passion and dedication. His scientific pursuits weren't driven by academic titles or the pursuit of recognition, but by a pure, unadulterated thirst for knowledge. And this brings us to the legendary year of 1905, Einstein's miracle year. In this single year, he published four groundbreaking papers that fundamentally altered the course of physics: the photoelectric effect, Brownian motion, special relativity, and the one that made him a household name, the mass-energy equivalence, famously expressed as E equals mc squared.
Whoa, talk about a productive year. That's like dropping 4 scientific bombshells in one go. And for our listeners who might not be familiar with E equals mc squared, what exactly does it mean?
Well, it basically states that energy E is equal to mass, multiplied by the speed of light, c squared. It's a mind-blowing concept because it shows that mass and energy are fundamentally interchangeable, like two sides of the same coin. This equation would later explain everything from how stars generate energy to the destructive power of atomic bombs.
Now that's what I call impact. But Einstein didn't stop there. He continued to push the boundaries of physics, eventually developing his theory of general relativity, which challenged Newton's long-held understanding of gravity. What's fascinating about general relativity is that it proposes that gravity isn't a force in the traditional sense, but a curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy.
Think of it like placing a bowling ball on a stretched rubber sheet. The ball creates a dip, a curvature, and that's essentially how Einstein visualized gravity as a warp in the fabric of space-time. And this radical theory was dramatically confirmed by observations of starlight bending around the sun during a solar eclipse in 1919, making Einstein a global celebrity overnight.
It's incredible to think that one man's ideas could shift our understanding of the universe so profoundly. But as we delve deeper into Einstein's story, we'll see that even amidst his groundbreaking achievements, his life wasn't without its challenges.
You're right, the world was on the brink of a turbulent period, and even a brilliant mind like Einstein couldn't escape the shadows of history.
Exactly. And speaking of which, our next stop takes us to a darker chapter in Einstein's life. In 1933, as a Jewish scientist living in Germany, he was forced to flee the rising Nazi regime. He renounced his German citizenship and never returned.
It's a poignant reminder of the persecution faced by countless intellectuals during that era. It's a stark contrast to the brilliance of his scientific mind and underscores the importance of fighting for justice and equality, values that Einstein himself championed throughout his life.
It's a stark reminder that even the brightest minds can be overshadowed by the darkness of prejudice and intolerance. But amidst these difficult times, there's a heartwarming connection I want to explore. Did you know that Einstein deeply admired Mahatma Gandhi and even corresponded with him? He considered Gandhi a role model for generations to come.
It's a fascinating parallel, isn't it? Two figures who shaped the 20th century in such profound yet different ways, united by their shared values of peace, social justice, and a deep belief in the power of nonviolence. Both men challenged the status quo, each in their own way, and left behind legacies that continue to inspire us today.
It's truly inspiring to see how these two great minds connected on such a human level, despite their vastly different fields of influence. Now let's shift gears a bit and delve into some of Einstein's lesser-known scientific contributions. Because believe it or not, his scientific curiosity extended far beyond relativity, and E equals mc squared. He made significant contributions to fields like statistical mechanics, and even teamed up with an Indian physicist, Satyendra Nath Bose, to develop a whole new type of statistics.
That's right. Einstein's mind was always buzzing with ideas, constantly exploring new frontiers. Statistical mechanics might not sound as glamorous as relativity, but it's a fundamental area of physics that deals with understanding how large systems of particles behave. Think of it like trying to predict the weather. You can't track every single air molecule, right? So statistical mechanics provides the tools to analyze and predict the behavior of these complex systems as a whole.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like looking at the big picture instead of getting lost in the tiny details. But what about this collaboration with Bose? What did they come up with?
That's where things get really interesting. Bose was working on a new way to describe light particles, and Einstein realized that this approach could be applied to atoms as well. Together, they developed what's now known as Bose-Einstein statistics, which predicts the existence of a truly bizarre state of matter called a Bose-Einstein condensate.
A Bose-Einstein condensate. That sounds pretty intense. What exactly is that?
Imagine a stadium packed with thousands of fans, each with their own energy and movements. Now imagine if all those fans suddenly started moving in perfect unison, like a giant wave rippling through the stadium. That's kind of what happens in a Bose-Einstein condensate. At extremely low temperatures, a group of particles can lose their individual identities and behave as one single unified entity. It's like they merge into a superatom.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. It's amazing how Einstein's curiosity led him to explore these seemingly unrelated areas of physics, uncovering hidden connections and pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. But his journey wasn't always a smooth ride, especially when it came to the emerging field of quantum mechanics. He famously clashed with some of his fundamental principles, even though he played a pivotal role in its early development. He even said, God does not play dice, expressing his discomfort with the inherent randomness at the heart of quantum theory.
You're touching on a really important point. Einstein, despite his groundbreaking contributions to quantum theory, was deeply skeptical of some of its implications. He believed in a universe governed by order and causality, and the probabilistic nature of quantum mechanics unsettled him. This struggle between his own discoveries and his philosophical beliefs led him to spend much of his later years searching for a unified field theory, a single framework that could explain all the fundamental forces of nature, including gravity and electromagnetism. He dreamt of a theory of everything, a grand unified theory that would reveal the underlying elegance and order of the cosmos.
Talk about ambition. A theory of everything. It's like the holy grail of physics. So did he ever manage to crack that ultimate puzzle?
Unfortunately, no. Despite his relentless efforts, Einstein never fully realized his dream of a unified field theory. However, his pursuit, even in its failure, paved the way for future generations of physicists to continue the quest. And it's a testament to his genius that even his unfinished work, his unanswered questions, continue to drive scientific exploration and inspire new lines of inquiry.
It's like he left behind a set of cosmic clues, a challenge to continue pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we think is possible. But what I find most remarkable is that, despite his towering intellects and groundbreaking achievements, Einstein never lost sight of his humanity. He remained a compassionate and outspoken advocate for peace, social justice, in a world free from the threats of nuclear war.
You're absolutely right, and that's what makes Einstein such an enduring figure. He transcended the realm of science and became a symbol of intellectual curiosity, human compassion, and the pursuit of a better world.
It's incredible how he managed to balance these monumental scientific discoveries with a deep concern for humanity and the future of our world. I think it speaks volumes about his character.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up this deep dive into Einstein's life and work, one question keeps coming back to me. What if he had achieved his ultimate goal? What if he had succeeded in unifying those fundamental forces of nature? Would we have that theory of everything he so passionately sought? Would we have unlocked a deeper understanding of the universe? A glimpse into the very fabric of reality?
It's a question that really makes you ponder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like he left us with this incredible puzzle to solve,
Yeah.
a challenge to continue pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding.
Exactly. And while we may never know for sure what a completed, unified field theory would have revealed, the very act of searching, of questioning, is what truly matters. It's that relentless pursuit of knowledge, that refusal to accept the limits of our understanding, that defines the spirit of scientific exploration. And that's the true legacy of Albert Einstein, a legacy that extends far beyond his groundbreaking equations and theories. He showed us the power of curiosity, the beauty of a questioning mind, and the importance of using our knowledge to create a more just and compassionate world. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.